Welcome everyone to MPA's Black History Month Assembly. Today we'll be learning about a number of important people and events who have shaped our history. Please be a courteous audience, quiet, respectful, and appropriate. Thank you.
Good afternoon, MPA. Our assembly begins with middle school English students who will share their Black History Month Changemaker biographies.
Maya Angelou was born to Bailey and Vivian Johnson on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. From the traumatic childhood, she decided not to talk for 5 years. She moved to Arkansas to live with her grandmother, and due to her traumatic childhood, Maya soon learned that there is power in her words. Meeting James Baldwin and the death of a dear friend drove Maya to write I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Miss Angelou received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama in 2010. Due to complications of heart issues, Maya Angelou sadly passed away on May 28, 2014 at the age of 86. Many mourn the death of this icon, and it's important to know how she inspired and continues to inspire people to this day.
Jason Reynolds is an author of young adult literature. He was born on December 6, 1983. Growing up, Jason enjoyed listening to hip-hop, which made him start expressing his feelings in poetry. This opened the door for him to expand his writing into other genres. For his work, he has won the Edgar Award for Best Young Adult Literature, the Audio Award for Best Middle School Book, and the NAACP Image Award for Young and Youth Teens Outstanding Literary Work. In addition, Jason was the National Ambassador for Young People's Literature for the Library of Congress. He continues to write and advocate for more access to literature for young people.
Bayard Rustin, born in 1912 and died in 1987, was a human rights activist known for his work during the Civil Rights Movement. Rustin was a key organizer of the 1963 March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom and was one of Martin Luther King's closest advisors, especially on techniques of nonviolent resistance. Rustin was extremely active in the Congress of Racial Equality and helped to create the Southern Christian Leadership Conference.
Garrett Morgan was an American inventor, businessman, and community leader. He invented the three-way traffic light and protective gas mask, which was used to save many people in 1916 tunnel construction disaster. Morgan also invented a chemical hair processing and straightening solution through his very successful company called G.A. Morgan Hair Refining Company, which produced a complete line of hair care products. As his company grew, he became involved in civic and political advancements of African Americans, especially in Cleveland, Ohio.
Fannie Lou Hamer was an extremely accomplished activist and played a major role in the Civil Rights Movement. Born on October 6, 1917, Hamer was used to being overlooked because she was the youngest of 20 children. During her lifetime, Hamer experienced a lot of abuse and agony. While Hamer had been through a lot in her lifetime, her success weighed more than her losses. People consider Fannie Lou Hamer to be one of the most important persons in the civil rights and voting movements. Unfortunately, Hamer died of breast cancer in 1977. Even though Fannie Lou Hamer died, the things she started and accomplished did not die with her. Claudette Colvin was born in Montgomery, Alabama on September 5, 1939. On March 2, 1955, when she was only 15, she refused to give up her seat to a white woman on a crowded, segregated bus in Montgomery. Colvin is often forgotten when talking about the civil rights movement, but she is important because she helped bring attention to the problem of segregation in Montgomery. This will help lead to Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat, which helped kick off the civil rights movement.
Josephine Baker was born in 1906 and died in 1975. She was an American singer, dancer, and actress. She moved to France after she refused to perform for a segregated audience in the United States. In addition, during World War II, she participated in the French resistance against Nazi Germany. She should always be remembered for not giving up on her dreams and moving to France to pursue her love and passion for dance, music, and acting.
John Lewis was born on February 21st, 1940. He played a crucial role in the civil rights movement. He was a founding member of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, an organizer of the March on Washington, and a leader of the famed March in Selma, Alabama, that had become known as Bloody Sunday. In his later years, he was elected into the U.S. House of Representatives in 1986. John Lewis passed away July 17, 2020. He will be remembered for his bravery and courage of the journey for equality and freedom.
Lorraine Hansberry was born May 19, 1930 in Chicago. When she turned 8 years old, she moved to a white neighborhood and her house was attacked by a white mob. She was nearly killed by a brick through the window. She went to New York and began writing and painting. She went on to write the hit Broadway play A Raisin in the Sun, which looked at the life of an African-American family living in Chicago. It was the first play written by an African-American woman to be produced on Broadway. She died on January 12, 1965 of cancer at the age 34.
B.B. King, born Riley B. King, was born on September 16, 1925 in Edabina, Mississippi. His parents were sharecroppers and he lost his mother and grandmother at a young age. King was introduced to gospel music by his reverend and became a talented musician. He began playing on street corners for extra cash and later joined the famous St. John's Gospel Singers as a singer and guitarist, establishing himself as a great guitar player and blues singer. King was inducted into the Blues Foundation Hall of Fame in 1984 and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. He also won a Grammy for his lifetime achievements in 1987. The University of Mississippi, Yale University, and Berklee College of Music gave him awards and an honorary doctorate.
Gordon Parks was born into poverty in 1912 and worked many jobs from a young age. When he was 28, he left the family farm looking for better work. He was inspired by photos of migrant workers he saw in a magazine, so he bought a camera at a pawn shop for only $12.50. He then taught himself how to use it by sending photos to local magazines. He is best remembered for his photos of poor Americans during the 1940s and as the director of films Shaft, Shaft's Big Score, and The Learning Tree. Parks was one of the first Black American filmmakers to direct films within the Hollywood system, developing films relating to the experiences of enslaved people and struggling Black Americans.
Constance Baker Motley was born in 1921 and died in 2005. From the late 1940s to the early 1960s, Motley played a pivotal role in the fight to end racial segregation, putting her own safety at risk in one racial power keg after another. She was the first African-American woman to argue a case before the Supreme Court and the first to serve as a federal judge. During Black History Month, she is celebrated far less often than Thurgood Marshall, whom she served as a key lieutenant, and Martin Luther King Jr., who Motley represented in critical moments.
Thank you, 8th grade students. These biography posters will be displayed in Alumni Hall during Black History Month. Next, we have members from Upper School Diversity Council to highlight more important change makers.
The Harlem Renaissance was an intellectual period of arts, music, literature, theater, and dancing, created by Black artists in 1920s New York City, specifically Harlem. As white supremacists took control of the South after Reconstruction, many Black people, alone or with families, began to move to northern cities, such as Chicago, Philadelphia, Detroit, and New York City. Prominent figures during this time were writer Zora Neale Hurston, entertainer Josephine Baker, and musician Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington was a prominent figure and musician during the Harlem Renaissance. Born and raised in D.C., Ellington moved to New York like many of his African-American counterparts and gained stardom from playing with his jazz orchestra at the Cotton Club in Harlem. He was awarded a posthumous Pulitzer Prize Special Award for Music in 1999. His most famous hits include It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing, Prelude to a Kiss, and Take the A Train, and more.
The Civil Rights Movement was a social movement that sought to end racial segregation, discrimination, and disenfranchisement of African Americans. The movement lasted from around 1946 to 1968 and used nonviolent protests and civil disobedience to challenge the unfair laws that denied equal rights to African Americans. Fred Hampton was an integral Black Panther Party member and an advocate for racial equality and social justice. He founded the Chicago chapter of the Black Panther Party in 1968 and helped create the Rainbow Coalition, a multicultural alliance to fight for civil rights and equality. He also worked to provide free breakfast programs to kids and healthcare programs to underprivileged communities. He is seen as one of the most important Black figures in Chicago history.
At just 15 years old, Coco Gauff made headlines when she defeated Venus Williams in the first round of Wimbledon 2019. A year later, in 2020, she became the youngest American woman to win a singles title since 1991. Since then, she has continued to make waves, inspiring young girls and people of color worldwide to pursue their dreams and break barriers. In addition to her impressive skills on the court, Coco Gauff is also an active advocate of social justice and mental health. Her impact as a young Black woman in a predominantly white sport has been nothing short of remarkable, and she serves as an inspiration to many.
Jacqueline, or Jackie Aina, is a professional African-American and Nigerian makeup artist who became a YouTuber in 2009 after becoming frustrated with the lack of women of color in the cosmetic and beauty industry. Jackie Aina shares her passion and knowledge for makeup online while advocating for people of color and their visibility in the cosmetic industry. Aina reviews products honestly while pushing brands to become more inclusive with shade ranges and beauty products for people of color.
LeBron Raymond James Sr. was born December 30th, 1984 in Akron, Ohio. Outside of his numerous achievements on the basketball court, LeBron started the LeBron James Family Foundation, which started off by giving bikes and other items. In 2018, he opened the I Promise School in Akron for at-risk children. On November 25th, the LeBron James Museum was opened.
Ketanji Brown Jackson is an American lawyer and jurist who was nominated for the Supreme Court on February 25, 2022. Ketanji was sworn into office that same year and is known as the first Black woman to serve on the Supreme Court. Breaking barriers and opening doors with her success, she is an inspiration for African American women.
Issa Rae Diop, credited professionally as Issa Rae, is an American actress, writer, and producer. With her own unique flair and infectious sense of humor, Issa is best known for her web series, The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, and her HBO television series, Insecure, both of which explore the experience of being a young Black woman in America.
Now we would like to invite Mr. Ellis's 4th grade music class to sing This Little Light of Mine, accompanied by Charlie Dates.
Fourth grade. This Little Light of Mine was originally written by Harry Dixon Lowe around 1920 as a children's song. During the Civil Rights Movement, Zelpha Horton adapted the song and taught it to Pete Seeger. The song is famously tied to the civil rights leader Fannie Lou Hamer. We would like to thank Charlie Dates for playing piano.
Thank you, 4th grade. Now let us welcome the 5th grade to the stage to sing I Shall Not Be Moved.
song I Shall Not Be Moved describes being like a tree planted by the waters who shall not be moved because of faith. Secularly, as we shall not be moved, it gained popularity as a protest and union song of the civil rights movement.
Thank you, 5th grade. Now, before we conclude our assembly, we would ask everyone to stand and sing, Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Thank you. Please stay seated until dismissed.